What is up? What's up, guys? It's so funny because a few hours ago I wanted to cry and then said, "Oh, let me sit properly like a lady," and then now I'm just all energized. Guys, being a woman is tough. Okay, so my eyes are gonna squirt a bit because is it squirt? Yeah, they're gonna do this thing because the sun is literally hitting my face. Otherwise, hi, dumelang. I'm so energized right now, like ginali energy. I don't know where is it coming from, but I just got in. Oh, I got off a video call with an not old friend, he's still my friend, but that was really refreshing. Okay, I'm not here to tell you guys about my friends and stuff. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Hashtag Go By. Oh, I think I know why I'm most energized, because I'm announcing something big. Okay, the first things first is that I'm back like umkolo. Okay, first things first, guys. We are on episode 9 today. Is it 9? Yes, 9, episode 9. And we are wrapping up the season for the year after episode 12. Which means we're not going to have Hashtag Go By episodes anymore. The live sessions, yeah, we are wrapping up the season for the first season of Hashtag Go By. Which, but at the same time, I'm like, wow, we actually pushed through. And if you're joining the Hashtag Go By now, you can always catch up on the other episodes, the videos on my channel. Just go back and watch the 12, well, 11, because the first one is introductions. So yeah, we have 11 episodes in total, and just catch up if maybe you're missing it. Maybe later when the season is over, you can always catch up, go watch the Insta lives, and the next season is gonna be next year. But before we wrap up, right, I have an announcement. We're gonna have a brunch, right? I'm gonna put the poster up. You guys probably are seeing it right now. We're gonna have a brunch for the Hashtag Go By, and the location will be sent when you bought your tickets. That's how you get the location, and it's happening on Women's Day. We're gonna have our first brunch ever as the Hashtag Go By community, and it's only 500 rands, and it includes you getting a goodie bag, food, drinks, t-shirt, Hashtag Go By t-shirt, a mug. You're gonna receive things. That's what the 500 is covering. It's gonna cover the food, drinks, and the goodie bags that you guys are gonna be receiving. We're gonna have guest speakers, yes. So make sure, if you're part of the Hashtag Go By, book your ticket very fast. As soon as the poster is up, it's going to be on my Instagram. Look up for the poster, and as soon as it's out, send me an email. There's my email address there. Book your ticket, secure your space, because it's a limited edition. Okay, limited edition is our first ever brunch, and you guys are going to help me make this possible. If you guys don't interact, you're not interested, we'll see, and then we're not going to do it. But if you guys are interested in this brunch, it's already up. My manager and I are working around it, and yeah, it's happening 9 August, which is Women's Day. We're celebrating Women's Day, and I thought it's the perfect day because it's a public holiday. Everyone's going to be available. Make sure you get your tickets because we're having our first brunch. It's going to be very beautiful. Lalela, I am so excited. Okay, so that's the big announcement, that we are having our first brunch after wrapping up the season. So yeah, that's what's happening on the 9th of August. We're having our brunch as the Hashtag Go By. You need to be caught up with the episodes for the brunch, because some of the conversations we're going to be having, honey, will be based on the episodes that we had covered and stuff like that. Anyway, today's episode we're speaking about forgiveness, okay? Forgiving yourself, anyone who did you wrong, just forgiveness in general. Like I was saying, the disclaimer, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a therapist. I'm a girl who decided to have the space where we have interactions, we speak, and now we're gonna have a whole brunch together, and yeah, just grow as individuals. So today we're speaking about forgiveness, and I've been in a situation where I had to practice forgiveness to myself. Okay, there was this time, it was in August, I remember, 14 August, I will never forget it. I got in trouble with the law. Yes, with the, not just at school, no, it was during my gap year, with the law. If my dad is watching this, Daddy, I'm sorry, you don't know about, my dad doesn't know about this, guys, till this day. He still doesn't know about this. I told myself that I'll tell him like after 10 years. So I got in trouble with the law. They didn't handcuff me, obviously, but got in the police van. Well, not at the back. I was with friends, and I remember we got fine tickets because we were outside after curfew. So that's why we were arrested. Yes, I've been arrested before, but it wasn't a crime, so I don't have a criminal record. It was sorted out. It was just ciao, you know. And I remember, because I'm this girl who's trying to do everything right. I'm trying to get my things together. I'm trying to make sure I stay out of trouble. But that time when that happened, I was like, no, you're taking it too far. What's going on with you, girl? Good girl gone bad. What's going on? Because how are you being in trouble with the police? Not just at school with teachers, police, the law, girl. And I felt disappointed myself. I felt like I disappointed my dad. Sana, I beat myself up so much for that, you know, because I was like, why did you leave the house? You know, curfew starts at 10. I think it started at 10 at that point, and it was like an hour later because we were trying to get something real quick. And woo, Sana, that real quick is going to end us at the back of the police van and inside the police station. So I've been to the police station, but not to like certify my things, but to, you know, I was in trouble. That's why I was there. And obviously it got resolved. Everything was fine. It wasn't like a big, they didn't take our fingerprints. Like I said, we were just outside after curfew. It wasn't like a big, you know. So yeah, man, let me tell you something. I thought it's done, my life is done, career wise, forget no pelile. In my head I was sure that I'm a criminal. Sana Tabo Pesta. That's who I thought I was, you know. And I had to forgive myself. And these are the stages that I'm going to share with you guys that I had to go through. Number one, when I was going through the self-forgiveness, and it was not easy. Like I said, even when I was doing the steps here of forgiving myself, I had to understand that it's not going to be like an immediate sharp, we are fine now, we're back, because I still had this guilt in me, Uti, but why did you leave the house, you know? So yeah, that's just my little scenario of what led me to actually come up with today's episode. So it's based on that, when I had to forgive myself for being in trouble with the law. So anyway, let me take you guys through the steps that I think, if maybe you have something, could be something worse than just getting in trouble with the law. It could be, you know, whatever that it could be. Just here are a few tips that I think you should practice, and praying, hoping that, I hope this mic is audible enough, that it will help you when it comes to forgiving yourself. And number one, it is okay. We're never going to get things right all the time. You know, there's some days when you'll do something that you never thought, like for example, I never thought I'd be in a police car, and because I was in trouble, not because maybe it's a lift or anything, but because I'm in trouble. But it happened, you know, so things happen, life happens, but the important thing is to move forward and get through that. Otherwise, if you feel guilty, or you know that guilt is going to stay there for a long time until you actually do something about it. So whatever that you're going through that requires you to forgive yourself, this is me saying, here's step one. Okay, understand your emotions. Number one, I was naive. Number two, there was a guy that I liked there. There was a guy that I liked, and he was the owner of the car. So I think more than anything, in my view, in my defense as well, I was trying to spend more time with him, even if I shouldn't have, because I should have stayed home, you know. So I was naive, and I was just a little girl who was in love. I think now when I look back, I'm like, oh shame, man, you know, you just wanted to be around this guy, Ganti. I don't know if I should say he's a bad boy, but he was a bad boy at that point, and that's why I also got in trouble, because I was hanging around the wrong people, if I would put it that way. Yeah, so yeah, that's what happened. I was following a guy that I liked, and yeah, so my emotions at that point, immature, not thinking, not being responsible. Understand your emotions. Whatever that led you to do that thing, it happened. Admit that you were naive, admit that you are lonely, admit that you were doing whatever that led you to make that decision that got you in trouble. So just understand your emotions, and do not excuse your emotions. Most importantly, do not excuse it. No, I did this because, no, sharp, you did this because you were naive, but you were wrong. It doesn't justify what you did. You know, understanding your emotions does not justify what you did. It just says you're accepting, or you're being aware of the fact that that's how you're feeling, and maybe it wasn't the smartest thing at that point. Number two, accept responsibility for what happened. I was irresponsible, same day, same night. That's just what I have to do. Accept now we are in this situation because number one, you didn't think, you acted before thinking, and you just didn't think about your future. Not just because, say maybe it was a criminal record like that. Now imagine losing so many things and just ruining your life because of one stupid, irresponsible decision that you decided to do, you know. So accept that you did that, Do not excuse it. Accept Guti, this is what I did and it was wrong of me. That's the second step to forgiveness, that accept that you were irresponsible in that position. Do not fight, don't be defensive. There's no time for that, because now you're not forgiving, now you're just trying to justify your actions, and you're not gonna get better at this next time. Number 3, treat yourself with kindness and compassion. I beat myself up for a very long time. Same nights I just thought I ruined my life. Like, my dad is going to be so I felt so guilty. I felt so ashamed of myself. I felt like I betrayed myself. I felt like I failed myself, and that happens a lot when you've done something out of emotions, maybe acted irrationally, you just did something impulsively, you get to a point where you're just so hard on yourself, and that's what you need to do when you're forgiving yourself. Have kindness towards yourself. Already the police were, giving me a hard time. The least I could do is be kind to myself and not make myself feel worse than the situation, so forgive yourself. Be kind towards yourself. Show yourself compassion. Support yourself in that situation. Support yourself. Number 4, make amends and apologize. Make amends and apologize. Number 1, I had to tell an adult that I'm in trouble. I had to tell them, and I had to apologize to myself. Well, I need to apologize to my dad that day. What did I do to my dad? I didn't do anything to him. He doesn't know, so I didn't do him wrong. Anyway, make amends and apologize to yourself. I had to apologize to myself. No, I'm sorry you actually put yourself through that, and I'm sorry that you're not smart enough at that point or wise enough to actually make a better decision than the one that you did. Oh my goodness, I forgot to tell you guys my drink. Today I'm having a hot chocolate from Kauai. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, guys. So that's what we're having. Anyway, amends and apologize. I had to reach out to an adult to help me. Hey, I'm in trouble. He's a police. Hey, I'm in trouble. Please help me with this. And he helped me get out of trouble. But obviously, there was a ticket that required money. So, it's not easy. I had to pay the ticket and just that sorted out. So, make amends, which is fixing it. Because the other friends, they were like, no, let's just ignore. We tried getting like doctors. Let me not even get into detail, because the more I explain what happened, the more you'll see this was so. I was a bad girl, okay? So yeah, make amends and apologize. I had to apologize to myself and be like, I'm sorry you put yourself through that, because who was gonna apologize to me? Because I felt like I betrayed somebody in me, so I had to apologize to that person in me, that girl who's trying to be a good girl and really get her things in order. I had to apologize to that girl. And then the last thing is look for ways to learn from the experience. Number 1, know things and stick to it. A no is a no. Even if you like a guy or whatever, do not follow. I had to be like, no, moving forward. How are you going to solve this? How are you approaching situations similar to this? Do not get in trouble with the police. Sana, not the police. With anyone sharp, but never the law. Okay? Because this is your future. This is your life that we're speaking about. So look for ways to better yourself. Next time, what's the one thing, what got you to that point, and how can you avoid that? What are your triggers, and how can you avoid those things so that you don't find yourself in the same situation again? So yeah, that's just today's video. Those are my 5 tips, and this is more or less of like a storytelling, a story time. So yeah, but if any of the tips can help you, please do comment down below and let me know how you feel about today's episode. Otherwise, catch you guys on the next episode of #Go. Bye.